Hi friends, Prabir Kundu. I welcome all of you in my first video of this new year 2022. And let me take this opportunity to say wish you a very happy new year to all my respected viewers, to all my friends and all my YouTube channel viewers. I wish that each one of you should get full success in accomplishing in your whatever goal you have kept for yourself. So my good wishes will be always with all of you. Okay, so with this, let us start this journey of 2022 through this challenging episode of this video. Okay, see, many of you or most of you, आपको जान के बड़ा हैरानी होगा कि जो गैस का कनेक्शन एक समय में आपको आज एक दिन के अंदर मिल जाता है. There was a time that when people will apply for getting one new gas connection and it may take 10 years, 12 years or 15 years also. After applying, literally they forget whether they applied for a gas cylinder or not. It used to take so much of time. Now suppose one want to purchase a scooter. There was only two brands. One is Lambretta and one is Bajaj. So Bajaj was on a high demand. और उसमें भी जो बजाज चेतक था ना, it was a premium brand. And Bajaj Chetak, if some Indian want to purchase that, so he have to deposit, give the foreign currency. Only then he can get, being an Indian, he has to give the foreign currency, only then he can get the Bajaj Chetak. And for other brands of the Bajaj, you just apply for a Bajaj scooter and you forget it. Maybe after 17-18 years, you will get an information letter that your booking is being matured. Now come and tell you. By that time, the person who has applied may not be in the world also. That was the time. One telephone connection, that time there was no mobile. So for one telephone connection to install in your house, you just give an application and then forget that. It will take some 7-8 years or maybe 10 years also to get install a telephone connection. Not like that कि आज अभी का अभी गए और पैसा दिया and you get a new SIM and you get a new connection within 1 hour. Or you went to take a gas cylinder and within 1 hour you get submitted all the document and you get a gas cylinder. Or you can purchase any bike whatever you want to purchase. That time it was the traders market because the item available consumer in the market was very limited. तो बायर्स को हमेशा परेशानी से गुजरना पड़ता था और दे हैव टू सरेंडर बिफोर द ट्रेडर्स. लेकिन ओवर द डिकेड और मोर देन ए डिकेड, सम 14-15 साल में पूरा ये मार्केट सिनेरियो जो है वो चेंज हो गया. कैसे चेंज हो गया? अभी आज जो है टुडे इट इज अ बायर्स मार्केट. You want to purchase a two-wheeler, there are 50 options. And the 50 company will try to attract the customer to purchase their two-wheeler by giving different discounts and gifts and what not and everything. You want to purchase anything, everything. You want to purchase a gas cylinder, so there are 3-4 options and everybody will want you as a consumer. So now it has totally become a buyer's market where traders has, they are not able to, dictate the terms because the options are now too many before the consumer. The same thing has happened in the job market. अर्लियर डेज में क्या होता था, जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत कम था. आजकल जो ये आईटी सेगमेंट हो गया, कंप्यूटर्स हो गया, इधर हो गया उधर हो गया, ये सारा चीज़ उस समय नहीं था. सो इट वाज अ वेरी लिमिटेड जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड जॉब सीकर्स वाज इन ए मल्टीपल टाइम्स. तो वो समय में अगर एक आदमी को जॉब मिल जाता था तो वो उसका पूरा दमखम जो है ना उस जॉब को, टू प्रोटेक्ट दैट जॉब, ही यूज्ड टू फुल हिज ओन एनर्जी, होल एनर्जी कि ही शुड प्रोटेक्ट द जॉब. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द 95% of the cases, once a person join a job in the youth, he will only retire when he is attaining the age of 60 years. तो इस बीच में कोई जॉब ब्रेक या कुछ नहीं होता था, चाहे उनके ऊपर कितना भी अत्याचार कर ले, चाहे उनका बॉस चाहे कुछ भी बोल ले, लेकिन वो अपना सब कुछ इंसल्ट सब ये करके वो जॉब को प्रोटेक्ट करके रखते थे बिकॉज द जॉब वॉज हाईली स्केयर. नाउ before these 10-15 years, like our market, this job market has also now changed. अभी क्या है, now only the job seekers or employee, they are not stressed for finding a job, but at the same time the employer, the organizations, the recruiters, they are also finding equally difficult, equally challenging to find the right candidate, to find the right talent, to match their job profile. इसका कारण क्या? What is the reason for this? The reason is that this new millennials, they have started the job market. तो अगर न्यू मिलेनियल्स जॉब मार्केट में एंटर कर रहे हैं तो उससे क्या होता है? लेट अस सी दैट फर्स्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस कॉम्प्लेक्स सब्जेक्ट देखते हैं पहले कि व्हाट गुड थिंग्स दिस मिलेनियल्स ब्रिंग्स टू द टेबल ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन व्हिच वाज नॉट देयर अर्लियर. पहला पॉइंट, मिलेनियल्स are always ready to communicate, to collaborate and to cooperate with any kind of different group because they are a firm believer that independently their progress will be very slow or they might not progress. So they are always ready to collaborate and they are always ready to cooperate. The second point, millennials are always, very highly creative and they are highly innovative always. So they bring new ideas and they want that their ideas, their thoughts need also to be heard by the organizations. Okay, third point, millennials, they always love to take the newer and newer challenges. वो आगे की तरह लोग चैलेंज के आगे दुम बधा के भागने वाले नहीं है. अभी मिलेनियल्स क्या है, उनको हमेशा चैलेंज चाहिए. दे वेलकम ऑलवेज न्यूअर एंड न्यूअर चैलेंजेस एंड दे लव टू मीट द चैलेंजेस क्योंकि उनको पता है द मोर दे विल काउंटर विद द चैलेंजेस द मोर ग्रोथ टू देयर करियर विल happen over there. Okay, and then millennials, they wanted always to learn. They are open for learning always. आगे पहले के वाले दिनों के ऐसे नहीं कि स्कूल कॉलेज खत्म हो गया तो पढ़ाई लिखाई बंद हो गया. Nowadays these millennials are always interested, are always curious to learn newer and newer subjects, newer and newer skills because they know that they need to always update themselves for their career progress. And millennials also welcome the mentors because they know to progress well in the life and to progress as per their speed, they require the mentors. And the last and the most important point is millennials always love to join an organization with a strong purpose and healthy कल्चर. अगर उनको पैसा दे दिया बहुत सारा और अगर उस कंपनी का कोई कल्चर नहीं है, उस कंपनी का कोई पर्पस नहीं है, उस कंपनी का हेल्थ जो है वो अच्छा, अंदर का वर्किंग इन्वायरमेंट अच्छा नहीं है, मिलेनियल्स विल नॉट टेक ए फ्रैक्शन ऑफ टाइम टू टेक ए डिसीजन टू रिजाइन फ्रॉम द कंपनी, चाहे उनके पास जॉब है या नहीं है. सो दीज आर द वंडरफुल एट्रीब्यूट्स दिस मिलेनियल्स ब्रिंग on the table of the organization onto their employer which was earlier not there. Now coming to the point why it is so difficult to hold the millennials also, because millennials like earlier people वो इस बात से बिल्कुल भी they are not always in agreement and they don't want to have a boss and subordinate relationship. If any boss tell to any millennials at any given point of time, either you follow me or you follow the highway, so they will not take any fraction of time to submit the resignation and follow their highway, unlike the other people who will stay away with the organization with whatever kind of humiliation you give it to them. So they don't take a fraction of second. Even anybody says that any kind of arrogancy or any unhealthy things to them, they will simply not tolerate. Then millennials appreciate, they don't require, they don't appreciate, they don't welcome any kind of politics, office politics. They are not interested because they are interested only for their career growth. They are interested only for their career progress. So they avoid absolutely groupism. They avoid absolutely any kind of office politics. Then millennials, they look forward for always, growth also in their career. And the most important disliking of the millennials ये है कि वो माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं करते हैं. हाँ, जो हमारा आगे का सिस्टम है माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट का फॉलो माई वे और कैच द हाईवे, ये सब चीज़ वो बर्दाश्त नहीं करते हैं, वेदर उनके पास जॉब है और उनके पास जॉब नहीं है. they will make it a point, they will take because they know to take the challenge, they are practiced to take a challenge, so they within no time they will submit the resignation, and even they don't have any job, they leave the organization and try to find a better alternative, or agar unko job alternative nahi mila, they will prefer to become a entrepreneur. And that's why we see that in last decade lot of people, they are coming and becoming successful as an entrepreneur. They do not take chances with the jobs and all. So these are the positive points what I discussed, that makes millennial different from earlier generation of the people or from earlier professional culture which the organization or recruiters or employer were practice to. अभी वो कुछ भी मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं है, एंड जो एम्प्लॉयर हैं या जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, ओनर्स हैं, दे आर प्रैक्टिस टू ऑल दिस ओल्ड कल्चर. दे वांटेड टू डिक्टेट द पीपल, दे वांटेड टू शो देयर पावर टू द पीपल. नाउ दिस जनरेशन, दिस मिलेनियल्स, they are not interested, they are not ready to work with them as a slave. They are so much of challenging, and that's why it is very getting difficult day by day to hold this talent, to hold these millennials by the newer organization. Now what to do if the organization has to hold these millennials, because without these millennials the organization will also not be progress. So they may have to think to revise and revisit their organization culture, their organization health, and their way of operation, so that they can also in wavelength adjust with this millennials growth mindset and growth way of thinking, and it will be a win-win situation for the industry. It will be the win-win situation for employer and employee to progress very fast on whatever track they are running or whatever segment they are operating. So it is very important for the progress of organization, for the progress of the employer, to hold the millennials and have a wavelength to appreciate all the wonderful attributes these millennials brings on the table of the organization, which was earlier missing, right? Okay, so I hope you must have liked this video, you must have witnessed this video, and it will definitely, if you are a employer, if you are holding an organization, you will definitely give a rethink on the subject what I discussed with you. Okay, so till then we meet the next time. So goodbye to all of you. Thank you.